With all the new faster 3D printers, do we even need spiral or vase mode anymore? This box was printed with spiral mode for my portable electronics kit here. And frankly, I used to do this just for speed. But now I can print with a 0% infill, get a stronger, better box in less than half the time I used to get on an Ender 3. So do we even need spiral mode anymore? Let's talk about it on today's Filament Friday. This video is sponsored by PCBWay.com. This video is also brought to you by the generous donations of my Patreon supporters. This portable electronics case I made in a previous video. I did a little CNC, I did some 3D printing, I got a 3D printed handle, a 3D printed latch, and then I got a bunch of drawers in these slots. Now, this case was originally from a craft store, but it had nothing in here, so I 3D printed these drawers. And it took a while because there's quite a few of them. Well, now I can print these drawers in less than half the time. I designed these drawers in Tinkercad with a little tab to pull out, and when I slice it in Cura using my extra fast 0.28 profile, it would take 98 minutes to print one drawer. And here it is printed on the $199 Ender 3 V3 SE, and it came out really nice using my 0.28 extra fast Cura Profile, which you can download for free from the links in the description below. Well, I can now print this same drawer in less than half the time on a K1 Max. It'd take a little over 43 minutes. So that's less than half of the 98 minutes it took on an Ender 3. This is the one off the K1 Max. It fits fine, handle works good, and the print quality is actually better than I'm getting with my Ender 3 with my extra fast 0.28 profile. So I printed this in less than half the time of this, so I can print two of these for every one of these. So cut the total print time in half. And I'm still not using vase mode. I was able to print this same drawer in vase mode, and the way my handle is designed, vase mode could print it, which vase mode can't print all features of some 3D print, so it depends. But this is handy for just checking size. So if this was the very first one, I wanted to make sure everything fit, then a quick vase mode print was helpful. But as far as using this for all the drawers, it's just too weak. I'd rather print this, which is still half the time of the Ender 3, but twice the time of this vase mode print. So I'm not saying vase mode is dead, I guess, but what I'm saying is I'm using it less and less, maybe only for fit and finish, but not for the actual unit. So I have these 3D prints that are loose here. These are all previous videos as well. This was a tester for testing resistors. It's got conductors in here, and you connect this to a meter so you could drop a resistor and it'll read what resistance it is or test a diode. I've got this one for connecting wires. You just put them in the slot, two wires, solder them together. And this was a really cool vise I found on Thingiverse, and you just squeeze it. You can put a circuit board in there for soldering. And all these fit loosely in here and bounced around, so I'd like to have a box to put them in. To print this, I'm going to use my K1 Max with a 0.4 nozzle. For this simple design, I don't even need to go to a CAD program. I just right-click in Bamboo Slicer and then add primitive, and there's all kinds of shapes. I'll just add a cube, and I'll just resize this to the way I want it. I want it 80 millimeters in one direction, 150 millimeters in the deep direction, and then 80 millimeters tall. And then I got my cube. Then I just go over to the settings, under others, and I select spiral vase mode, just that checkbox. Automatically will do everything I need, and then I slice it. It says 53 minutes to print this. So I thought I don't need anything special, so I just wanted a box that I could pull in and out, and vase mode seemed fine. And these all fit perfectly fine in here, so I can slide it in. So I've done this before because I've got this box here for loose circuit boards, and this was printed in vase mode. This was a design I found on Thingiverse so you could actually lock them together. But the walls are really thin, and this is actually the second one because the original broke. Vase mode just doesn't hold up. So I thought, how long would it take to print this one with actual walls, especially if I use my K1C back here with the Micro Swiss hot end that I showed in a previous video that has a 0.6 nozzle. Should be even faster. I went back to Bamboo Slicer. I disabled the spiral vase mode. Then I went to strength. I kept the infill 0%. I kept the top shell layer 0, but then I changed the wall loops to 2. I made one other change to speed things up. Because of the 0.6 nozzle, I went to a 0.3 layer height instead of a 0.28. and then sliced it, and it showed 41 minutes, which is faster than spiral mode on the K1 Max with a 0.4 nozzle. And here it is, with 2 walls at a 0.6 nozzle. This is really equal to like 3 walls on a 0.4 nozzle. So it's a lot stronger than this Vase mode. And yeah, I could print on the K1C with a 0.6 a faster Vase mode. But if it's this fast and works good, everything fits. It's nice and solid. And I gotta wonder, why do Vase mode anymore? I mean, I'll still use it. I make these little trays sometimes just to hold screws when I'm taking something apart. And the fact they're Vase mode and they break, I don't care, I'm throwing them out. But if I printed them fast like this on a 0.6 nozzle, then I don't have to throw them out. They'll last longer because the walls won't break. This one's actually cracked, about ready to break. So again, I'm like, do I really need Vase mode? It's a nice option to have, but with these faster printers, I just don't think I need it anymore. Now my drawers back here for all my electronic components, I have these clear plastic drawers, and I'd love to be able to 3D print clear plastic like this, but none of my printers can really do this. So that's where PCBWay comes in. They have an SLA process that uses a UTR-8100 transparent that they can spray varnish, or they can do it in a matte finish depending on which one you want. Both of these are available from their 3D printing service. You just upload your file from their 3D printing menu and you select your options, and you select the UTR-8100 transparent and you select the clear spray varnish or matte diffused. And then you give them the rest of the information, and then you can get a quote and a delivery time 2 to 3 business days. So check out PCBWay.com if you're interested in this kind of 3D print. Now if you're still a big fan of Vase mode, let me know how you use it in the comments below. If you like what I'm doing here, maybe check out some of the videos popping up. If you want to help support the channel, Patreon is one way, or a membership at thangs.com. And if nothing else, click on the logo and subscribe. I'll see you next time right here at Chuck Hellebuck's Electronic Products and Filament Friday.